I love you. Say it back. I love you.
Say it back.
I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up. Meet me at the spot.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of
Full figure.
Woo! Episode 4. This episode, we will be talking about our small, big city, or would you say it's a big, small city?
It's a big city.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
We'll be talking a little bit about our city. We'll be bantering a little, chit-chatting some things away, maybe shouting out some influencers that we both love, talking about our drink, talking about all the fun stuff. We're going to introduce a game, which I hope y'all love. Go follow us on Instagram for opportunities for us to get to know you, you to get to know us. Answer questions, DM us, tell us what you want to see, tell us what you want to hear, and we'll get her started.
Yeah.
So, Viva Nash Vegas! Viva Nash Vegas! Why are people calling it Nash Vegas? Do you know?
I guess because it's so similar to Las Vegas or just like the craziness. They're only referring to that strip, Broadway. That's where all of the craziness really happens.
Yeah.
About 95% of the craziness happens on Broadway. And it's honky tonk central. It's all of your country bars.
Yep.
All your country music is down there.
Yep.
It's live music. It's loud. It's boisterous. And someone just nicknamed it Nash-Vegas and it stuck.
Yeah, and it's sad that a lot of other places get overlooked by Broadway. We'll obviously get into that a little bit, but there's so many, and I'm sure every city feels this way. New York City, probably Las Vegas too, Savannah, Georgia, New Orleans, Boston, you probably have this one side of it that's highlighted that everybody has to go to, everyone has to try. But then it's there's so many hidden cool places that get overlooked a little bit. So we're going to try to shout out some of our favorite bars that aren't on Broadway or off of Broadway, but give some love and credit to where it's due and talk about it, But first, what are you sipping on?
Same as usual. Rum and Coke.
She love that shit.
That's my jam.
That's her jam. She love that shit. So from the Bachelorette episode, I expanded a little bit. I'm still doing my Tito's, but I did try this. I actually found this in the walk-in at the bar. It's called Poppy. It's like a prebiotic soda. This flavor is 25% or 25 calories with 4 grams of sugar. I like this flavor. The orange one's pretty good. I didn't try all of them. I bought them at Publix. I heard you can get them at Kroger. I haven't seen them there, but it's pretty good. So I mixed it up with Tito's, just like I said, and then added a little bit of lemon. It's pretty good. I like it. Makes my tummy not feel horrible. I don't even drink soda. I haven't drank soda in so long that I don't know why I felt inclined to try it because I don't need an alternative, but it's pretty good. I would try it. I think an influencer that I follow had it. I'm a huge Bachelorette fiend, like the show.
Okay.
Have you watched it?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Not
shit.
at all.
Damn, there's a lot of shit stirring in that Bachelor world. Yeah, Bachelor Nation, I always swore off that I would never get into it, but somehow I did. There was a Bachelorette named Rachel Recchia. I love her. She's very emotional, very in tune with her feelings. I felt that she was super authentic. I follow her. I love her. People would like rag on her that she's dramatic, but I love emotional people who like aren't afraid to show that they're like going through it. So I love her. And I think she posted this one. She might have posted another one called Olipop. I don't know if it was Olipop or Poppy. We're going to go with Poppy. I might be wrong. But I love her. And I saw that she had it. And then I found it. So it was meant to be. And we stand for some of y'all influencers.
Okay, that's what's up.
Speaking of, I think Nia wants to shout out the love of her life, future father of her children.
Oh man, this man. You know, I always saw him as like the big brother I never had growing up, because I've known about him for many years now. Because
not a Game
he
of
did
Thrones moment, not a incestual moment. No,
he used to do roast compilations, and he used to have me crying laughing. But I started getting into his gameplays, and the more that I watch him, the more that I'm like, this man, there's something about this man right here. this fine, gorgeous 6'5" tree. He is fat. He is beautiful. He's just beautiful, man. He goes by Berlizzi. His name is Berlin. He's so gorgeous. Just a gorgeous man. That's all I'm gonna say about that one.
She loves him like so much. Like sends me like his posts and is like, I can't wait to marry this man. And then she showed me like his YouTube videos, and he's funny. Mm-hmm. I feel like his humor matches ours. I'd never think that we would be in the position to talk about influencers we love. Yeah. You know? Mm-hmm. But drop us a DM. Tell us about your favorite influencers and why you love them. Mm-hmm. Pico de Doggo here, he's an influencer for sure. We love him. He's a little needy, but, you know, aren't we all? So we're going to talk a little bit about our love languages behind the bar. I'm sure you can relate with your coworkers and, you know, even people that you love and are intimate with. So let's talk about that. So Nia sent me a reel the other day. So I'm very loving and very vocal, and I need validation constantly. So I'm always like, tell me you love me, say it back. I love you, say it back. I love you, say it back. And I'm always like trying to hug her and touch her behind the bar. She doesn't like that. And she sent me like a reel, and it was like, I don't even remember what show, like New Girl or something. Yeah.
Like it's like the Schmidt and Nick relationship that we have. It's like she's the Schmidt where he's just like he needs the physical touch, and I need a hug constantly. And then I'm the one that's just like, nah. It's there, but nah, bro.
Is it there?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for saying that. I need that words of affirmation. What is like your love language in real life?
I don't know. I honestly am not sure. I guess I don't even know what all of them are.
I'm getting acts of service from you. Like that you like appreciate like you do for people, and you appreciate receiving acts of service like that people are doing for you. Like for the bar, you're always stocking, you're always creating, you're always doing the most. And like I think that you appreciate that from people too. Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah, I can get that. Because I mean, it's definitely not physical touch. It's, you know, I will see people walking down the street, and one of the things that I hate is like PDA. I cannot stand seeing physical like affect. Like I can't stand seeing affection. I know that it's there. I'm the type of person that'll still say ew when I see people kissing. So it's like
even at a wedding.
I mean, that's like an appropriate place to do it. But if we're just like, it's like the type of when you're in school and you see two people like making out by the lockers.
Yeah, that shit freaked me
Or you
out.
see the vampire kids just like forehead to forehead, just like gazing at each other. That's the type of shit that I'm talking about.
I'm leaving the chat. I am officially, I quit.
That I
The
don't know.
vampire kids.
Yeah, you know who
the
I'm
wolf
talking.
kids.
You know who I'm talking about. Yes.
Arr!
The ones that are just standing in the hallway, just looking at each other.
The Cullens don't come here. Type shit. Yeah. Damn.
So I don't get. I'm not a big fan of like physical touch. It's weird.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I like to like hug people and stuff, but I don't also like to like show PDA out.
Mhm.
Like there were some moments I'm not proud of in college and not happy about it that sometimes people bring up, and I'm like, that wasn't me. That was some other bitch that might have looked like me, but that wasn't me. But regardless of that, yeah, I think mine's definitely words of validation or affirmation, which is validation.
Okay.
Yeah, because, I need that validation. I need to be told. But I feel like I get, like, what's one way that you feel like you gain confidence as a woman, as a person? Like, I feel like if I'm validated by other women, I feel more confident than if I was like validated by a man.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I got some girls in the bathroom or in my DMs telling me how pretty, how inspiring, how yada yada XYZ, not saying that happens. I'm just saying that if it did,
Yeah.
I would love it and it would make me feel really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I get a lot more from that than like, I would say male attention or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives me confidence, which I wish it didn't. I'm working on it to find it through myself. But like, how do you feel like you get it?
I think it starts within for me.
Yeah.
If you have confidence with yourself, you'll have, other people will see that confidence and then it'll start rubbing off on them. So like I've said before, you'll always see me with my hair done, my nails done, my lashes done, probably at least like a partial face of makeup on, because if I look good, then I feel good.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it really just starts with yourself. People can look at a woman that's put together and tell that she's either taking care of herself or being taken care of.
Right.
And I actually get that a lot. That, I'm very mature for my age, that I carry myself well.
Yeah, I did not know you were the age you were when I met you.
Yeah.
I was in disbelief.
Mm-hmm. I've gotten that since I probably turned 22. People have been like, "Wow, you're 20, you're 22, you're 24."
Yeah.
I would have never thought that. It's just all the way that you carry yourself.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you found it so early too. I mean, I know that everyone struggles with it and stuff, but it's such a great thing to find. And I think it really sets you up to success. Like if you believe in yourself, other people will believe in you. And it's a whole mindset thing. It's one of those things that it's hard to find, it's hard to gain, but once you got it, once you practice it, once you put it in your mantra, it's there.
Yeah.
And you kill it.
Mm-hmm.
And you do kill it. I love it. Shout out to Nia. She does everything for this podcast. I don't do shit, guys. I definitely somehow have 10 Spotify accounts with all these different episodes because I don't know what the fuck's going on. So shout out to Nia because she's got it. She's confident, brilliant, beautiful. She got it.
A ladder fell on my shoulder yesterday while I was at work.
What?
I was
What?
I was setting up the bar, and literally,
Why you got a ladder at the bar?
It was the rooftop bar. Yeah, there's a ladder in the back, and it was just sitting there, and I was trying to get ice, and then it just like fell on my shoulder.
Oh, I know that it has like yellow on it, right?
Yeah.
What happened? Why?
It was sitting the wrong way. It just fell on my shoulder.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, so, with the confidence comes injury. I'm always injured. So,
That's so funny because one of my best friends who just spews confidence back home, she doesn't care if I shout her out, Brittany, you fucking injure yourself for no reason all the time, but you got all the confidence in the world, baby girl, do you? I can't. I can't. I guess with great confidence comes great responsibility.
yeah, I'm learning this.
Are you okay?
I'm good. Yeah. I'm
Can
still
you
here.
work tomorrow?
Let me lie. I'm gonna say no.
Same. Let's both take off.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit more about our home, Nash-Vegas. So, last podcast we went over, or I'm sorry, last episode we went over. I think I could have sworn that the capital used to be New Orleans for bachelorettes. I don't know why. Maybe it was Vegas. I don't know why. But I don't know how recent it became like that Nashville's the capital for it, but not me trying to advertise Cheetos right now. Sponsor me. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's been really recent that it's been a thing here in Nashville, whatever. But I don't know. I keep going back to New Orleans. Do you have a favorite city that you visited that you just absolutely can't not think about, that you love, that you're constantly comparing to Nashville?
I mean, New Orleans is up there. I really do like New Orleans.
I've never been still.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, there's just a lot of culture there. There's a lot of music.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really great food. I'm a big fan of like Cajun and Creole food. There's no shortage of that there. And it's also just a lot of fun. The nightlife there, it compares to Nashville, but I mean there's a lot of differences. Whereas you can drink on the street.
Yeah.
It just feels a little more tame there than it does Nashville.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I remember there was one time I was like, how do people get this drunk? And then you made a New Orleans comment. I don't remember
yes.
what like something about fish bowls or whatever.
So they do have the fish bowls where it's the shareable cocktail, just
Yeah.
like a big large format that either you can just down it yourself or you can share it with multiple people.
Yeah, it was something about downing it yourself. Someone got it for themselves and I was like, ooh, she gonna die. And you were like, people do that in New Orleans all the time.
Yeah,
for themselves.
The people that are from Louisiana, they drink at all times of the day. They wake up and have a drink. I actually had a roommate that was from New Orleans, and every morning she would wake up and have a shot of Crown Apple or just a shot of Crown. And that was every single morning. Yeah, that's just how they roll down there.
I mean, good for them.
They love to drink. They love to have fun. They love their people. And I loved it. I loved it there too. Another really fun place is Atlanta as well. It's different, way different in the terms of the demographic. It's just like completely different.
Yeah.
And that's something that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
And that was something I was debating about whether I wanted to stay in Nashville or if I wanted to move to Atlanta.
I remember when I first met you, you told me that because I asked you how long you think you're going to stay here longer. And you literally said that to me.
Yeah. They it's just like the demographic is just extremely different. The music is different as well. There's a lot more R&B, there's hip hop, there's jazz, and there's like soul, and there's just no shortage of that there. Here in Nashville, it's a lot of country, and there's just there's a little bit of R&B, there's a little bit of jazz,
here and there.
Yeah,
where you can find it.
And that was something I was debating because music is just such an important aspect to me.
Y'all gotta hear this bitch sing. It's like Beyonce.
It's not Beyonce.
It's like Beyonce and Jesus. It's like not Fergie and Jesus, Beyonce and Jesus.
And it's just an important aspect to me. Music is, bartending is a career, and it's like a hobby, but music is a passion. And that's what I
Beautifully
was really
said.
debating, whether or not I wanted to stay. But I mean, all these big cities, they have their perks. They have things that cater to different people. So,
Right, right.
but Nashville, I've just gotten comfortable here. I know where everything is. I know what goes on here. I
That's
know
a
the ins and out.
huge part too.
Yeah.
Once you get comfortable in a city, and it's not that it's, I mean, it is scary going somewhere new, but it's
Hmm.
like once you know all the ins and outs, you're like, do I really want to leave? You
Yep.
know? Yeah.
So that was probably one of the biggest factors for me. What's your place?
I went to Savannah, Georgia,
Mm.
and I loved it.
Yeah.
Fell in love. 2021, I think. Yeah, because 2020 was, yeah, COVID and everything. But May of 2021, my best friend Brian and I, he's from Long Island. I picked him up on the way. I was in Connecticut driving back to North Carolina, and he had a friend in Savannah. It was only like a 3.5, 4 hour drive or something. And that's nothing for me. I love to drive to places. And we went and we had a great time. It
Hmm.
was just, it poured the night we went out, like pouring rain, but we still loved it. We were like going to all the bars soaking wet. It was good vibes. It was just really nice. I loved it there. I always thought I hated New York City, but I went there recently and had a pretty good time, just like catching happy hours on the bike, like the
Hmm.
city bike. It was pretty easy to maneuver around, which I never thought I would say. But again, like, I'm not really a city girl, so I don't love it. Oh, this is stupid. I love Denver, Colorado. That's such a basic stoner chick thing, I feel like, because,
It's I feel like that's like a big like guy thing, is like,
yeah.
I've said this before, the equivalent of like a guy wanting to move to Colorado is like the equivalent of a woman wanting to get bangs. It's just like, I want
Get
something
the fuck
new.
out of
I
my
just want
face
something
because I literally am fighting myself not to get bangs right now. Fighting. Every fiber of my being is fighting not
For
to
every
get bangs.
woman that gets bangs, there's another man that's packing it all up and moving to Colorado.
And that is 110% accurate. That is the most craziest and most accurate shit I've ever heard in my
Hmm.
life. Just call me a dude because I love that shit. I love Denver, Colorado. I went for a concert. Glass Animals, I fucking love you. If I ever meet you, I will chop off my left arm and give it to science. Don't care. I love them. But I went to go see a concert
Hmm.
at Red Rocks there. And I stayed in Denver, and it was a really good time. I stayed in Denver twice, but that time was just killer. I did a lot of things by myself, and it was a really good city to get like acquainted with. Of course, I don't know everything about it, but it was a good, I could see myself living there and being like not comfortable. I don't know how the cost of living and stuff is there, but I really loved it. But I'm like a mountain person. Like I
Hmm.
could go drive and do a hike and like shit like that. Like that's my kind of thing. But um I do, like, I hate to say this cuz this sounds so basic and probably like cliche, but I remember visiting Nashville for the first time and falling in love with it. And I do feel like it's a really comfortable, good place.
Hmm.
Again, not like you. I don't know all the ins and outs. I don't know all of the like subdivisions and the different parts of the city. You've taken me to a lot of them, which I love and appreciate. But I do love Nashville as a city. I feel like it's a really like booming, growing place.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of places. It's very transient. It's not like you never really see all the same people. I guess like where we go, yes, we do. Because obviously we're like in that industry, we see those people, but like it's such a visited place now.
Hmm.
And I was actually having this conversation with another bartender that we work with the other day that like they're thinking of putting a train system down here because now it is such a booming place that people want to visit like it wasn't for a long time people didn't really have an interest of visiting.
Interesting.
So maybe that's why it's Nash-Vegas, because a lot of people feel like they have to cross Nashville off their bucket list. There's another podcast I was listening to. They were talking about how they were excited to come down to Nashville and how they really wanted to see it. And yeah.
Interesting. A train system. Because there isn't, the closest train that we have to Nashville is in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just nothing else that's close other than like the Greyhound.
Yes.
But that's really it.
Yeah, because I remember booking the trip to Nashville for the first time and trying to see if there was some kind of train system. Because, like, in where I live up northeast, you can get anywhere with Amtrak or, like, any of those, whatever, DC, Boston, New York, all that. But here you can't. But, yeah, so, like, I was trying to look for a train system, and it's just not just didn't do it for me. Nothing was going on. So
you mentioned the different parts of Nashville.
yes, let's get into it.
Downtown is downtown. It's a circle. There's just a big circle. But within that circle, there are multiple different outskirts.
Like the Gulch is one of them, right?
Yeah.
Teach me, because like even though I know, I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes down in Nashville. That's why I say it's a small big city, but in actuality it's pretty large. There's a lot that happens, or there's a Nashville is just huge. So of course there's downtown Broadway.
Yep.
There is there's 12 South, there's the Gulch,
I still gotta go to 12 South.
Yeah.
That's where my girl Dolly lives.
A lot of people live down there in 12 South, actually.
I just love Dolly.
There is like Germantown.
Love Germantown. Mother's ruin. Love Germantown.
There's East Nashville. There's West End. There's Edge Hill, Wedgwood, Houston. There's so many different outskirts of Nashville. And I always tell people you have to experience Broadway, of course, when you come here. Of course. But there's so much to do. You just have to do your research. And the thing is, with all these places, there's like a demographic for like each place. Like you'll see certain personalities. You'll see some personalities in these different places, and all different. So
Germantown gives me like hipster.
Germantown is hipster. It is it's gentrified over there.
That's a good word.
Yeah, there's just like a little bit of everything over there.
Yes. You're
going to find like your New York style bars, you're going to find your black owned bars, you're going to find your little music venues over there. Germantown is a lot of fun. We spend a lot of time over there. A lot of the locals like to spend time
in Germantown.
Yeah, in Germantown.
For sure. If you're a local, you're in Germantown.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. We spend a fair share amount of time in Germantown. East Nashville is the hipster side of town where everybody has, very wide leg jeans and beanies, and everyone has a Nixon camera. And that's like part of their wardrobe. So instead of like a handbag or like a satchel, it's just a giant digital camera on their side. Jesus. That's like the personality for East Nashville.
For sure.
If you go over to like 12 South, everybody's carrying a yoga mat, and everyone has on like
fit
Lululemon and Fabletics. Everyone just looked like they came from Pilates.
Is 12? I have been 12 South.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's wearing
That's where, like Bar Taco is and all that shit.
Everyone's wearing like pastel colors. And there's a line outside for Frothy Monkey, and everyone looks like they're in Easter clothing. Yeah, that's
what is it? Tory Burch? No, what is not
Frothy Monkey? What?
Like the clothing brands I'm trying to think of. Lily.
Lululemon.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck. Now my mind is gonna explode. Lily, like those bright, like pastels, church. Like I'm going to church in this. Fuck. It's gonna bother me for the rest of my life.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna have to Google it right now. But
and of course,
going.
like the stereotypical one, Broadway. Everybody is like covered in rhinestones. Everyone has tassels and fringe, and everyone's wearing
Lily
a cow.
Pulitzer.
I don't know what that is.
It's like all this fucking bright pastels, white, like, yes. Okay, sorry. I had to get that out. Yes, I know. Okay, we know now. We're good.
But yeah, Broadway is its own beast with everyone wearing their cowboy hats and cowboy boots. And they're buy one get seven free
Shut the
shoes.
fuck up right
and
now.
yeah,
You still end up paying $400.
exactly. Yeah.
Buy one, get seven.
There is, what else is there? There's so many other sides to Nashville. West End. It's like that's like a very quaint area. It's very small and very everyone sort of knows everyone over there. I don't spend a lot of time in West End because there's never parking. I
don't go there either, but like I remember one time my friend who came to visit wanted to go to the lip wall. There's a wall at West End and it's like lipstick. Like it's like a really cool mural on the wall with like lipstick or whatever. But it's very Richie vibes to me. Like very like the coffee shop you're paying like $12 a coffee. Like stuff like that. We didn't spend much time. We just saw the wall and we took pictures because she really wanted to, whatever. But then where else was I thinking of? The Gulch. I really like the Gulch. I don't know why. I just do.
There's Franklin also.
Franklin, that's what I wanted to bring
that
up.
one's sort of the.
Still have to go.
Franklin is more new money. Things are starting to sort of pop off over there too. They're always building something. They're building like very luxury apartments.
It's like a lot of famous folk out there, right?
Yeah, over in Franklin and Brentwood as well. If you go towards downtown Franklin, that's going to be sort of your older money. Everybody has poodles out there.
Stop.
There's huge houses over in Franklin, just ginormous. And yeah, there's a lot of celebrities that live out there too. Yeah, there's sort of your big money, and everything closes early over there. So I live over in like the Brentwood area, like between Nashville and Brentwood. And that's sort of where like some of the new money is coming, where they're building things over there too. And everything closes early. So everything closes at about like 9 or 10. That's why I spend so much time downtown in like Germantown.
Right.
Because, you know, we're night owls now. So we spend most of our time awake at night.
Right.
So if everything closes at 9 o'clock, you have to, you know, migrate somewhere else. So
right, absolutely.
That's why I spend so much time down in Nashville.
I still want to go hit some of those spots in like Franklin and Brentwood and stuff. I just like haven't been able to. And I know you live over there. I have to go to more, but I love Printer's Alley.
Printer's Alley is fun. We don't hype up Printer's Alley enough.
I want to hype it up.
Definitely need to.
You get your array. Like, you get your whole view. Like, you get the dive bars. You get Skulls, which is, like, either Richie Rich or just industry people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get, like, your shitholes, which I'm not ever going to say that to their face, but I love spending time there and drinking Irish car bombs all over that fucking place. So, I love Printer's Alley. Recently, this girl was like, oh my God, I went to Printer's Alley and I thought I was going to get stabbed. I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's fucking dramatic. Like, it's actually a really fun place.
Yeah.
There's anything you want at every corner. Mexican food, hot dogs, pizza around the block. Like, I love Printer's Alley.
Yeah,
It's nice.
It gives you the experience
Home away
of
from home.
Yeah. It gives you the experience of downtown without it being the craziness of Broadway, just because it's so diverse.
That's a good, yeah.
You have your country music, you have metal, you have blues, you have jazz, you have just a little bit of everything. Karaoke. Everything is over there in Printer's Alley. You could spend an entire day pretty much in Printer's Alley and have an extremely fun time without ever leaving that alley.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like, you can spend all fucking day and night there and not be bored.
Yeah.
100%. Let's shout out some of our favorite bars, no?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Germantown, Mother's Ruin.
Mother's Ruin for the win.
There constantly. When I found out that Nia went there, so I was introduced to it by a friend. She no longer lives in Nashville. My husband's friends with her boyfriend. They took us there. I fell in love. I was drunk off my ass, but was in love with the place. Like, my husband and I would go there sometimes. And then when I found out Nia loved it, I'm like, fuck yes. Like, that's my girl. We're going there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Love it there. I do love Bearded Iris. Like, I'm not a beer drinker, but I like the chill, like, vibes there. Other than that, I don't really know other places in Germantown. I, like, hype up Germantown, but don't know anything else about it.
There's a couple other places, like Neighbors and Germantown Pub, like some other places, but Mother's Ruin, of course, is just like the place that everybody flocks to, just because you get to meet all the locals that live there.
Right.
Where else? East Nashville. There's Up Down, which is the arcade there where you can just like play a bunch of arcade games.
Yeah, when I was in my time of need.
Yeah, that one's really fun.
That one was a lot of fun.
There's also Attaboy, which is that.
Still have to go.
Yeah, that
I'm dying.
Speakeasy that I mentioned in the first podcast, where they don't have a menu. You go in there, you tell the server what you want. The bartender makes it, brings it over to you, tells you what they made. So that's a really fun place too.
I recommend that to people without even going. Just because I feel like everybody that we work with goes there, and I still have to go there.
Yeah.
And I haven't, but like, I recommend it all the time to people.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely,
the concept is dope.
Yeah. There's also Edge Hill, which is an area I haven't touched on yet. There's another speakeasy that's around the corner. It's called Old Glory. It's a really fun place. It's kind of, it has like an industrial feel to it. You go inside this big black door, and it's just this huge bar inside, 3 levels, a lot of fun. They have live music there sometimes. They have a DJ. They have a girl that does like aerial tricks on certain days. Yeah, it's a really good time there. Old Glory. Of course, if we're talking Printer's Alley, there's no way that I'm not gonna hype up Skull's Rainbow Room.
Skull's Rainbow Room is my favorite restaurant in the whole world. My husband and I, him and I go there for special occasions all the time, even not special occasions. Their food is to die for. Every dish I've had is a 10. The best espresso martinis I've ever had. I know. I get it. We talked about this last episode, and that's why I felt the guilt of craving it when I go to Skulls. And I've held myself for like the 19 times you and I have been, except once. But it's hard to resist the urge. They do have the best espresso martinis in the game, bro. Yeah, in the game. They're pretty good. I love Skulls.
Yeah. It's a really good time. They have great music. One of the only places downtown that have free jazz and like actual jazz.
Yeah.
And all the bartenders there, they have a great staff. They all know what they're doing.
They really do.
I always, like Natalie says, I always recommend people to go to Skull's Rainbow Room just because it's a fun time. Everyone there is just having a really good time. So
Broadway, if we are talking Broadway, if I'm partying really hard, I know. I know.
Where?
I aware. I do love Casa Rosas.
Okay.
I like the rooftop. I like that it's not country. Cause I'm sorry, guys, I hate country music. Okay? Maybe I don't hate it as much anymore. I tolerate it, but definitely like not loving it. But they do have like a good mix at night. They have like good music, shit I could twerk to. I love a good twerk. So I like it, you
Okay.
know, if I'm partying. Whiskey Row is fun, like the rooftop. Pushing Daisies, you and I went there.
That is fun.
Their shit was good.
They have really good cocktails.
I'm a tequila fiend. So I love their tequila. I love all that shit, margaritas, all that. And that shit was fire. Fire flames.
Yeah.
Would recommend. 10 out of 10. Have you ever been in a green spot?
Wait. No.
Me neither. My husband's significant other wants to take me there for my birthday. It's like an ice cream place, and then it turns into a speakeasy at night.
Green Bar?
Dude, maybe.
The Absinthe? No.
Fucking, I don't know anymore.
Because there's one that's like that that's called Green Bar. It's a chocolate shop in the day, and it turns into an absinthe bar.
That's it.
Yeah. Green
Don't ever rely on me for getting names right.
Yeah, they're
ever.
cool. I like them.
I've never been.
Yeah. One of our coworkers and I went there, and we had a really good time. It's cool if you like absinthe. A lot of people don't like it, just because it has very strong notes of fennel, black licorice. If you don't like that, then you're not gonna like absinthe. So
Shit. Well, fuck.
yeah,
Because I'm not a huge. I'll find something.
it's worth checking out. They have
Okay.
things other than absinthe.
That makes me feel better. So it is game time. Oh. We want to introduce a game to you called Flash 'em. So we're gonna have some. So we're gonna get naked on camera. So subscribe and like to YouTube. Just kidding. Flash 'em. Card game. You're gonna get to know us. We're gonna get to know you. You're gonna submit questions on our Instagram page. We're gonna ask weekly, bi-weekly, whenever the fuck we feel like it. How about that? We're gonna we're gonna post like the questionnaire thing. You're gonna reply to it. Ask us your questions. We just started, so I just came with some questions in my head. We're gonna do some flashcards, throw them at each other. Okay? Done. I'm gonna give 6 of them to Nia. She's gonna not give 6 of them to me because I have them, but I'm gonna shuffle them. And we're gonna get started.
All right. What would you surgically / alter on your body if you had no choice?
If I had no choice, I mean, I've always wanted to get a breast reduction, but I don't know. But I also really want to get my lips done so fucking bad. I hate that I don't have a top lip, you know? But is that surgery?
It's in that. It's like cosmetic. It's like a,
Because you need that from a medical a medical professional has to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I would get my boobs done first. I'd get them reduced and lifted.
Okay.
Because they fucking hurt. Okay. How short is too short for a man? Because I know we love the short kings.
5'10" and up. Can't be below 5'10".
Can't be below 5'10"?
I like to wear heels.
Okay.
And I don't know. I don't prefer men being shorter than me.
Okay.
But I have a track record of dating shorter men right now. So, we don't discriminate, but at the same time, that's just what I prefer.
We love a short king.
We do.
But okay. Yeah, I feel that. Just had to ask. There's a huge debate online,
I'm finna raise some D1 athletes, okay?
Oh, shit. She gonna raise some fucking gymnasts,
I'm
football.
raising some basketball players.
Oh, basket. Okay. Okay, queen. Go off. Go off. Great flex, but go off. How tall are you?
5'8".
We love a tall queen. That's like above average, right?
It is.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
We love a tall queen.
It's funny because I'll go to certain places and I'll be the tallest girl in the room. There was actually this party that me and my best friend went to a while back, and we got there, and we're both tall. She's 5'7", I'm 5'8". We both get there, and all the girls are like 5'5" and shorter.
Literally blonde, long hair,
and
twigs.
We were like across the room from each other, and we're literally like eye to eye with each other. We're just like, hey, we couldn't lose each other.
Hey, girl, what's up?
And then there was this other guy that was our friend. He walked in. He spots us across the room. He was like, it was just, it's always funny being the tallest person in the room because you feel like an Amazon woman with all these like petite women. It's always been like that though. It's nothing new.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. We got more crazy good content coming, more fun games, more engagement. We're going to have some guests on the show. DM us, message us, whatever you want to do. Let us know what you want to hear. Let us know some questions you got for us. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah. And you can follow us on all our social medias. Fullfiguredofficial. We have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. You can watch our podcast on YouTube. We are on Facebook. We are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, which you can watch those on, or you can listen to those.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We love y'all.
And we raise our glasses to all of you.
Not quite empty.
We're doing better.
Doing better. Not quite the alcoholics you expect. Cheers.
Till next time.
I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at